do me a favor and sit up straighter? Cause you just look like you're not in the shot right now. We are going to tackle a little thing called story time.
Other thing we're trying to do this week is stop motion.
And so we're gonna combine
the two. Oh my
That
God,
wasn't
we
even
just
planned.
did this.
That wasn't even planned. The story we decided to tell, which we both have our own, and we're gonna tell them both, is our first kiss story. My story isn't necessarily my first kiss story. My first kiss happened a year before this, but I feel like this story is more interesting, and it is my first makeout. So we're gonna tell this story because I want to tell this story.
Okay.
The story takes place the summer between 8th and 9th grade. I had just gotten my braces off. The acne had cleared up. I was feeling real good about myself. And I also was moving from Long Island to Boston. And I didn't want to go to a new town and enter high school. Ill experience. Is that a word? Ill experience?
Yeah, let's go with that.
But let me back it up a little bit. Let me explain the characters of the story. I'm obviously going to change names because I don't want anybody to get mad at me. In middle school, I had a group of friends consisting of 4 girls, I would say, including me and my friend, let's call her Casey. Along with the girl group, we had a guy group that we hung out with. And within this guy group, we're going to call him Thomas. Thomas was part of this guy group. I had found out 2 weeks before I moved that my friend Casey and another friend, I don't really need a name for her because it's not important, had been hanging out with Thomas, and they were all just like, yo, we should just like practice making out with each other. And so they did, without me. I was so livid when they told me, like so livid. I thought I had missed out of like a bonding experience. He knew what he was doing and we didn't. And since I was moving, I was like, yo, I need to hop on this train. So I asked my friend Casey, do you think Thomas would like hook a girl up with like the same thing he did for you guys? And she was like, yeah, let's text him. He was like, yeah, sure, let's meet at the park. Went to the park and he was there. And Thomas was like,
are we gonna do this?
And I was like, Casey, do you want to like go first? And so they did. They walked over to the tree, which is behind the bench, and I could still see them. And they like went over there for 2 minutes and like made out. It was great. It was cute. So pathetic. This is such a cringe-worthy story. So he comes back and is like,
Your turn, my lady.
and literally we just started making out, and he gave me some pointers, and like I blacked out for 2 minutes there. And yeah. That was the first time I ever made out with somebody, and I don't regret it.
You hit it and quit it. Actually, you know, sometimes I like to think that I live in a movie. Don't laugh at me. I'm cute. I'm sorry.
I like to think I live in a TV show,
audience.
and it's called Shameless.
My first kiss, unlike Hallie, I was a very late bloomer. I had my first kiss when I was 18. So when you're 18, normally you're like a senior in high school or you're just about to graduate, which was my case. And there was a kind of a messy situation involving proms and wanting to bring someone as a friend, but actually having feelings for them.
And that could be another story time. Our prom experience.
Oh my God. I think I'm DeLorean.
DeLorean!
DeLorean!
Back to the future, DeLorean.
Yes. So I kissed DeLorean. So it was in May of my senior year. We had just kind of started dating and everything. And we hadn't kissed anyone yet. I mean, he had kissed someone. I had never kissed anyone, clearly. And I remember it was the May Fair. So it's a thing that you do in high school sometimes. Some schools decide to have like a half day of classes. Yeah. Okay. And then the rest of the half of the day, you go out and have like a May Fair. You go play ultimate frisbee. You jump in a bounce house. You hit each other with gigantic Q-tips. Things like that. And I remember we were eating mango Ritas, which is the best, first and foremost. We had ended up in the band and choir hallway, and
That's the most sexual hallway in all of high school.
yeah, it is. We're standing there, you know, just about to say goodbye to everyone and everything, and so as we were talking, we look and we see his ex-girlfriend, who he just broke up with a couple of months, not even a month ago, walking straight towards us, and we're like, oh my God! And so we grabbed each other's hands and we ran down the back steps, like the the hidden staircase of the school that no one knows about because no one has classes back there. So we were there in like this little stairwell and like, staying there, and he was gonna say, he was like, bye, and I'm like, okay, bye, and we just kind of had that prolonged eye contact. I remember he like leaned in and he went and he kissed me, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. My breath smells like mango. And that was like my only thought. But it left us like a good maybe 7-10 seconds, and I was like, oh, so that's what kissing is. And then from that point, he went back up the stairwell, and I went to my homeroom, and I like joined in with a bunch of like people and like, you know, everyone going back to class and everything. And I walked into the classroom, and I was like grinning from ear to ear as someone would. Sitting there, my friend's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, were you just kissed? And I'm like, I've only ever kissed 2 people in my life. As of yesterday. Do I keep this in? Sure,
run.
Ah! Oh my god! I'm 20 now and I've only ever kissed 2 people in my life. Fun fact.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's our first kiss stories.
Yeah.
If you want to hear some more juicier story times, we are down.
Yeah,
to
maybe our
tell
first
them.
impressions of each other.
I want to do our
Prom
stories
Oh,
really
prom.
bad. Or some college stories.
Oh my
We
god!
got some great college stories.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye! Red am I on a scale from 1 to 10? A scale from like sour cream to cooked lobster.
How red are you? Oh, red are you?
In my face.
Oh, pretty red.